Have you ever wondered why some things that you used to really enjoy and all of a sudden you don't enjoy those doing those things anymore? Some things were so much fun, right? In fact, even in business or work, I would say that some things, I'm not talking about leisure here, in terms of work and in terms of, let's say, your business, some things used to really give you that high and give you had that high appeal and be of super interest to you, and then all of a sudden those things don't interest you anymore because you've just outgrown those things that you were doing, and you all of a sudden just go into that state of disinterest and those things don't interest you anymore. I have started getting this feeling lately, especially after the couple of years of highs, last couple of years of highs that I have received or achieved rather. The things that used to really excite me in terms of my business have just gone down, and now I have taken a conscious call of giving my energy and giving my attention to things only if they fit into my criteria or being big enough or being large enough for my attention. Otherwise, most of my businesses and most of my work, what I have started following is I delegate it to the subordinates, and only if it is of real interest to me, I feel that it not necessarily be about money, but let's say if it was something that gave me a really big learning, or let's say if it was something that is going to get announced at a pan country level kind of a, then and only then I put in my effort and hard work and interest and put in my blood sweat and tears into that thing. That is what I have started to do. If ever in life we come across these kind of feelings, this is not, and we kind of go into that guilt that you have probably become lazy or you have become disinterested. It is not because of that, it's just because you have really outgrown and you have probably mastered the skills of getting the results of those particular things, and then now you want to try newer things and you want to try bigger things, and that's how you grow, right? So you shouldn't feel any guilt in getting those kind of feelings. You should just work harder. Moreover, you should become really good at picking things that you want to do. So probably earlier there were 100 things which were of attention and of interest because you were kind of new and you were just trying to understand what you are really good at and what is of interest, and then now you've zeroed it down probably after some years to 50 things, and then you again zero it down to 25, and then you again zero it down to 10. And now the level that I am at and the level that I want to go at, I probably pick for the entire year, I just pick 2 or 3 things max, right? That I think of at the start of the year, and these are the things that I want to achieve. And this also gives me a lot of free time, to be very honest with you. It gives me a lot of free time, but it in that free time I just think as to what my next move is going to be. Earlier it was more of action, too much of action, and very less of thought was going in. But now what changes is that you become more of a strategic person. You know that famous analogy in the stock market that either you operate like an AK-47 shooter or you operate like a sniper. You have just 2 bullets and you use those wisely, or you operate at an AK-47 shooter kind of a level that you are just firing up in the air, and if it hits something, well and good. But then once you are experienced and you understand things, and also you only want to give time to things that really interest you and are going to get you those returns that you're looking at, whatever benchmark you set, whatever cap you are trying to set, or whatever lower side trying to set, that is where you want to put all your energies in. Otherwise your time is yours, and you'd rather sit and think and make your strategy as to what you're going to do next, rather than just be action oriented and execution oriented. You're trying 10 to 12 different things, but that's not how seniority operates, right? That's how once you get experience, you have that understanding as to your free time is also your strategic thinking time, and not just execution becomes secondary, and strategic thinking probably becomes primary, is what I'm discovering at this stage in my career, and also in my journey of life, in whatever I want to achieve in personal life as well. So that is what I wanted to share with you guys today. This is First Principles. My name is Zaid, and thank you for tuning in.